What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. This is it, opening day, the regular season. season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know Anthony Edwards went first overall in 2020. And his teammate Karl Anthony Towns said, I know what all those pressures are like. When you're the #1 pick, if any other rookies do well, there's a threat to the throne. But with Edwards' confidence in his talent, you get the sense he'll be just fine. Guys?
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with MP. Then there's Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in the power forward. And for Atlanta, and the wings, Herter and Hunter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Young in at the point. Here's the great. It's hauled in by Trae Young. In the corner, Herter with it. And the rejection by Towns.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
And it's Towns on the follow.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Young from the arc. That shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. Releases from 15. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now, here's Hunter. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's the great. Here's Towns. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
It's rebounded by Towns.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Vanderbilt, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Here's Herter. Young in the corner. From 15 feet away, connects, the jumper drops. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
No good from the great. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And here's Young, following the three-pointer by MP. And Young kicks to Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 5.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Young passes to Capella. They get a hand on it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to Towns. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And when Towns is on the floor, the attitude of this team, Clark, completely changes. They play with so much more confidence.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Kevin. He's a floor raiser. In other words, he makes everybody else play a little better and lifts up their confidence. And he does it while also putting up monster numbers of his own.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for John Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hutter. And it's Williams in for Kevin Huerter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points. And the game plan is clear. Work the ball inside.
And it's working for him. We like that initiative, not settling for stuff on the perimeter.
Atlanta making a switch here. Lights checked in.
Boy, the perfect blend of style and substance. MP entertains fans and dominates opponents.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Here's the great. He's got 9. There's the triple. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Right outside. The pass to Williams. Over Beverly. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's the great, guarded by Wright. The great passes to Beasley. Over in the corner, Beverly. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. No good from the great. The Hawks trail by 9 to the inside. The rebound by Prince. Here's the great, guarded by Wright. Takes the 13-footer. Prince misses. Reed. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
Now to the lineup for the
Completely new group on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, MP out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Young with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. Young's got 6 points.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting it.
From past the arc, another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
There's the lob to Towns. Young with the steal. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. And the Hawks with possession here, following the miss by MP. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
Prince is checked in for Minnesota. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Young inside. Guarded by Prince. Young's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's the Great. Nailed from three-point land. The Great's got 15 points.
And good understanding by MP. Gets to his spot and gives his team some floor spacing.
Bobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
The shot's good from MP.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now Hunter. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Count it, good. Young's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Hawks.
A sneaky score in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot. And Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
Pass to Capella. And the rejection by Towns.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Boy, you love everything MP is doing on offense. Going on the attack every chance he gets.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Herter. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Patrick Beverley in for D'Angelo Russell. Now, here is Gallinari. Kicks to Okongwu. Clock is at 3. Williams for 3. Oh, trying for it.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Williams leading the charge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on MP.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, every year it seems like Williams draws more fouls.
Now to the lineup for the Timberwolves.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area. And we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
Herter passes to Okongwu. Count it.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Takes a 3, and that's good. MP for 3.
3 points.
The Greats got 11 in the second half. High post Young, 13 points in the game. It's the three-point bomb.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Makes it off the glass. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Showing good judgment there. MP could have forced the dribble drive, but no need.
1 second left. And no good that time. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards, D'Angelo Russell out there with MP. Then there's Towns, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4th. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot at that time. The whistle blowing.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's the great. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this shot is well within MP's wheelhouse. You got to guard him better than that.
Here's Herter. Pass to Young. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
Pulls up from the corner. And they'll get another chance. Here's Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Young passes to Herter. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And one thing you love about Collins as a scorer, he's efficient. His numbers from the field and from three are consistent year to year. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Stolen. And now Minnesota on the fast break. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
One thing MP's always had is a great feel for the game. He doesn't need to see a pass like that. He just feels it.
Now Young. Now here's Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Fires from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Here's the great, defended by Young. Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Herter passes to Capella. Clock at 6. Over Towns. And it's Capella missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards with the stop.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Herter. Young outside. Hunter with it. The three. Capella inside. Edwards there. It's Russell with the drive. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Atlanta. And Towns drops them both. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Minnesota.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For MP.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
White is checked in for Young. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Jake Layman's checked in for Knight.
Timberwolves foul. And B. That's his 4th personal foul. Team third.
Free throw drops for Wright.
Well, you know, you've got to really appreciate DeLon Wright's relentless desire to get better. I mean, this guy's constantly trying to hone his craft.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes to the great three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3 points.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Luwawu, the pass to Jang. Here's Wright. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Gorgie Jang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just